We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's got room to run right at the start. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Off he goes. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He's going to have a Bucs first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Fields going to look to run this himself. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
You could see the quarterback, once he got this snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Tampa. A Terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 37 yards. On the give, it's Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Santos, good on the extra point. The Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Jacobs. Yeah. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields to keep it himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Fields to throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. First down and more inside the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Fields. Now, a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mark, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Chris Jones, the All-Pro, getting it done. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the third down, and quickly it brings up fourth down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Craig and I back from Tampa after a timeout. On fourth down, it's hammer time. The Scottish hammer. Jamie Gillen on to kick, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to look downfield once again. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown Buccaneers. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass. And in this case, defense is thinking run. Got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now Fields. That's down the field and intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto him. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He's got some space past the 20, and they're going to get him down right at the 25. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here's Williams now to throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Here's Fields. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage.
And he's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and we're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. First and 10. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Za'Darius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw is Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He will have the conversion and more. He is in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, New Orleans. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. The Saints will cut it to a 2-point lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They put Pickens in motion. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Foye Oluokun with the play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Now, Fields. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Tampa. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Both now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 6. Williams. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And he's going to have a Saints first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. Now Williams carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bucs have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll tuck it and take off.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Throwing is Williams. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, son.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. They go play action with Fields. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Stephon Gilmore.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Brought in. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And he is going to have the Saints' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Saints. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Saints will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. A short one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Yep.
Back to throw is Fields. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's into the end zone yet again. George Pickens. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Folks, extra point is good. And the Bucs will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10.
While he was running away from the pocket, Mike, I was wondering, was he going to just throw that one away or try to make something out of nothing? Give him credit. He does a nice job picking up some positive yardage before he's forced to go out of bounds.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll run again. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he'll take it on in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get...
And he gets into the end zone, so a huge part of the comeback right there. They get the 2-point conversion. It's now a 1-score game here in the 4th. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
2nd and 7. Now, Jacobs. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, a win here for the Buccaneers. Not able to finish the season in style, they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long.